So today on Stewart Talk, we have with us a special guest. Here on Stewart Talk, we walk in our purpose on purpose, and today's guest is definitely doing that. A top athlete in the area, in the state, one who's been putting in all the hard work lately, been going above and beyond, just doing all the right things. Great student athlete, grade point average 3.2 or higher, great academically. Here today we have with us Mr. Jamel Cowherd. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm good. I'm good. So where did this basketball journey start with you? How old were you when you first picked up a ball? Or was that even your first sport?
So it's a lot. Basically, my mom signed me up. Cincinnati, we got this little thing called the Friars Club.
Yeah.
I was about 6. I never went to a practice. So then I was a rough little kid. So I'm like, basketball is for soft people. But I was still playing basketball at the time.
Yeah.
But I started playing football. I was a dog. But COVID came around. No, it was before COVID. I ended up losing love for it, so I just ended up sticking to one sport, which was hooping. Started
Yeah.
standing in the gym every day, 5 hours a day, every week. We here now.
Yeah. What do you love about basketball?
The moment I get in between them lines, it's like everything in my head or what's going on at home or just what's going on in life, I can forget about it for the moment and I can play the game
Yeah.
like
Um,
peaceful.
what position you play?
I play point guard.
What type of point guard are you? Do you score? Are you a facilitator or are you both?
I'm both. I facilitate the floor. I can score at any given moment. I like to get my teammates involved. Sometimes I'm a pass first guy because I like to get the game started with that and then see how they playing, so then I can get my momentum going.
Yeah. What does hard work mean to you?
Hard work means like me personally, I get working on and off the court. Like hard work to me is working hard in school, working when you're not at practice, teaching others to be great, uplifting others and helping others when they don't know something and you do. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't do that. It's different. It might be somebody else might have another meaning to it, but that's my meaning.
Yeah. How do you balance that being that you got a 3.2 or higher grade point average, practicing the extra work you put in, still being a teenager, like being able to do all the stuff, balancing and still have good grades? How do you do that?
It's not really hard. I mean, I just sometimes I do have homework, so I just take it home, do it home. But I gotta make sure I get that done. I'm not really a school guy. I can be honest with that. But with basketball, it keeps me like, okay, I got to be eligible to play. So I
Yeah.
need to get this done. So let's get it done. I go to school. I got social anxiety, so I don't really talk to nobody. I just talk to my teammates, like I said, get my work done so I can make sure I'm eligible. And then we go about the day, go to the gym, get that work in.
Yeah. What type of leader are you? Do you lead with your player vocally?
I lead with both.
Yeah.
Like, if you get what I'm saying. But my play for sure.
Yeah. And you're very passionate. I seen a couple it was clips where you were mic'd up.
Yes, sir.
You play with passion, you bring the passion, you get your teammates into it, and you come on the court, and it's like, let's go, let's go. You know, you want everybody to get in, and you call and stuff. You come on, get your head up. How
Yes,
do
sir.
you keep that to where it's positive and not taken the wrong way, being that you're the point guard, you're the leader of the team?
I just feel like that's a way to win the game because you gotta give your teammates the energy. You gotta have the momentum pumping. So for you to be the point guard and the point guard is the leader on the court. So
Yeah,
you should be the one. Yeah, you gotta go here. You gotta go there. You should be the one. You shouldn't be down to your players because I see that from point guards a lot. Like your player missed the shot. You like, man, come on, bro. What did you doing? I shouldn't have passed. Nah, you gotta keep your head up, keep it,
yeah.
stay in the game, and be a leader. And y'all win the game. You got to communicate instead of getting frustrated with your teammates. For sure.
Yeah. And what keeps that passion going from you being that you from Cincinnati, correct?
Yes, sir.
from Cincinnati. Growing up in Cincinnati ain't easy. A lot of people probably want to hoop, but they ain't hooping or they getting drawn to different things. What keeps you drawn to doing it the right way? Playing basketball and keep having that passion to want to succeed and do it that way.
Cause I haven't always been the best. I'm just now getting to where I'm at. Like, so I never been a first option. I always had guys in front of me. So now me being the first option or me being the second option, that Clark, I got a lot of people that's ahead of me because they've been there,
Yeah.
and it's a couple seniors. So it's like, but I'm still an option. Like Coach know that's male. So, um, like I said, not always being a first or second option has showed me to put the work in and keep going.
Yeah, why not just quit? Some people quit and give up. I ain't gonna get a chance. I'm just gonna do this, or I'm gonna take the easy route. It seems to me you
My
want the challenge. You want to, be better.
Yes, sir. I got an uncle uh locked up right now. Miss him. I spoke to him yesterday. But I stayed with him. My cousin J League, you interviewed her. That's her dad.
Oh,
I
okay.
stayed with them. He the one that always made sure we was in the gym. He always told us, you never gonna quit. You gonna make a name for our family. So that's why I never gave up because I know if I give up, I'll disappoint him. And he spent hours in have to. So it's like you gonna do this and you gonna make a name for us.
Yeah, definitely. And before we get into the school season and school hoop, did you play AAU this past summer?
Yes, sir.
What team did you play for, and how did you think your journey went this summer? How did the season go, AAU?
I played with Ohio Elite. It went okay. I mean, yeah, for me it went okay because last year I had to sit out my freshman high school season due to life threatening injuries. I got in a bad wreck. I
Sorry to
had
hear.
a brain injury. Every bone from my hip was broken. I mean every bone. So AAU season, a month after that happened in November. A month after that, I got in the gym December, barely could walk, still cast on me, working for AAU, so I felt like I had something to prove. And AAU, like I said, it went okay, but I feel like I proved what I needed to, and I gained a lot of respect.
What would you say to those players that might have had an injury and they're on their comeback trail? What would you say to them, being that you just got through it and you just proved that you can make it back and still play at a high level?
Yes, sir, man. My message would be to like stay focused mentally, because that played a big role. Stay focused mentally, physically, just get in the weight room, work your butt off, and just stay focused for sure. That's all you got to do is just stay focused. Don't let nobody get in your head. I heard I wouldn't be walking. They didn't know if I was going to live, but I did. I got on that court. They said it would take 6 months to walk. I walked the next day.
Yeah. And you were at Fairfield High School last year, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, why try transfer from a D1 high school with the best conference team to go to Clark Monastery High School? What made you do that, or
Yeah, I
why?
hear that a lot.
If
I
some people ask,
transferred
like, why? What would you say to that?
I transferred for the better of me. At Fairfield, like I said, I wasn't gonna be the first option, wasn't gonna be the second option, wasn't gonna be the third option, the fourth or the fifth or the sixth. So I transferred to Clark to basically show who I am. And then if I want to go back to Fairfield, I will. If I feel like I should stay at Clark, I will. Or if I get a better opportunity at a prep school, we'll see. But I went to Clark to basically prove more. Like, yeah, I got this. I got this. I can do this and I can do that. And my coach, Kashmir Wright, he
Yeah,
played at UC, University of Cincinnati. Great coach. He was a great player at UC. And he's just been patient with me ever since I got to Clark.
yeah. And how does it feel finally getting your credit for things and continuing to make a name for yourself? How important is that to, like you said, the legacy of the Cowherd or your family name? How important is that to continue to make that legacy?
Um, it's very important because I need to make my uncle proud. I need to show him that all the hours he spent wasn't going to waste. Even though I know even if I don't make it, he's still not gonna feel like that. But I just need him to know that them hours actually worked and helped us get better.
Yeah.
for sure.
And I had seen, did you have a blog or was you YouTube and you were going to the gym like way early in the morning, 5 o'clock in
Yes,
the morning? Where did you get that from and what made you say, look, this is what I need to do. Let me get in this gym extra early.
yes, sir. I really just I'm always in there early, and I just want to be able to show others I can be like Kobe. That's my favorite player.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I know you just mentioned Kobe, but who else do you pattern your game after or who you feel like you compare to?
I'm sorry if it had muted for a second. Screen. Kobe, Ja Morant.
Yeah.
It's really just Kobe and Ja Morant. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm not gonna come up here and say players that I don't really think. Kobe, Ja Morant, and Bronny James. I watched him through high school, and right now I'm a similar player to him. Not as he was in college, but in high
Yeah.
school, like a player overall that he is. Like
Yeah.
pass first, he could score anytime he wants as long as he aggressive.
So that's how I know you a student of the game, being that you young. So many people on social media trying to down Bronny, trying to talk all this and that. He came back from a life injury setback, kind of like yourself, but he
Yes,
still
sir.
got knowledge of the game. And if you know that I don't need to score every time I can, and I have
Yes,
seen clips of you in videos. You get in the lane when you want to, you dribble it out, bring the two defenders come and you dishing it right there. You making it simple for your big man.
and
That's what
that's
I love
another
about your
thing people
game.
don't do. They don't
Yeah,
study the game. And another thing I want to say about Bronny, even though he has nothing to do with this, they don't draft players. You got to study the game. So let me tell you like this: they don't draft players off of NBA. I mean, off of college stats. They
yeah,
draft players off of NBA traits. And Bronny's NBA trait is defense.
yeah,
So for the people talking about his college stats was this, it doesn't matter. He has an NBA trait, and that's
yeah.
his defense, and he's going to contribute to a team with the defense. And as long as he's physical, he can score any kind of the way he want. And he doesn't really have the height, but he has like the body build, so he'll be all right.
Yeah. If I got Jamel on my team, like what would you be bringing to Clark? What's your strengths and what's some things you need to work on?
My strengths and the things I'm good at. I'm a hard worker. I'm a hype my teammates up. I'm a get everything going. I'm a uplift them when they down, with mentally, physically, or anything. Um, I'm very chill, but I can play a lot sometimes. Like if we're having a bad day, even if I am, I'm like I said to get us pumped up.
Yeah.
Some things I need to work on. Sometimes I get in my own head, and that can affect the team. Um, Left hand and all that is great. So it's nothing. Just getting in my head,
Yeah. What
getting mad.
things
I know, like we have talked about me uplifting my teammates a lot, but I'm not saying I'm the best. It's times where I do be like, man, I shouldn't have passed him the ball. Getting in my head. So like
Yeah.
things like that, we can work on that for sure.
Yeah. What are some things you think that you can do to help you change that type of approach?
Just keep being a child of God. Praying a lot. Praying God give me the strength to become a better person and
Yeah.
be and continue to be a better person that I am, a great person that I am. And really, I just look at it like that. If you pray about it and then you leave it at that, God will handle it.
Yeah. What does faith mean to you and how has it helped you on this journey of redemption to come back, not giving up?
I went to church a lot when I was younger. I used to be the student preacher. But faith to me is like you just faith is when you like a lot of people don't have faith in God because they probably don't know. I don't want to say it wrong. You probably get what I'm saying. A lot of people don't have faith in God though.
Yeah.
But I look at it as the man above, he has power over everything.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I woke up because of the man above. Praying, praying, I it works for me. Like
Yeah.
things would be bad one day. The next day, when I pray about it at night, the next day I wake up, oh yeah. So that's faith for me. Like just having faith in God,
Yeah.
and it's working. So I continue to give my faith to God.
Yeah. What are your goals this year, individual for yourself and for your team as well?
My goals individually is just staying. eligible because we transferred here. The transfer process was long and hard. Um, and I just like I said, I got real bad social anxiety, so I can be in school and I don't teacher call on me, I can know the answer, but I'm not gonna raise my hand, or if you call on me, I'm not gonna say it because the accident caused social anxiety. So having real bad social anxiety, I want to be able to figure that out and see how we can help with that. Um, and yeah, just staying eligible.
Yeah.
Dang, what's up with this? Skipping. But staying eligible, and then with the team, they didn't win a lot of games last year. This year, I want to walk into the program, but to get everything pumping and pray to God we win more games. And I pray always pray about the eligible part. Every
Yeah.
night when I pray about my family, when I pray about how the day go tomorrow, and I thank God, I always pray that I stay eligible and I give faith and give my faith to Him because I know as long as I pray and I continue to do what I do, it'll come my way and it'll work out my way.
Yeah, and even praying for your anxiety because God can turn it around. No
Yes,
weapon
sir.
formed against you can shall prosper as well. What do you do, or what will you be doing when you go in for this season to get your team to have that camaraderie, to bond, to keep that brotherhood with a new team, and for they can gain your trust and you can gain theirs as well.
I'll just it's a lot of people in the school, a lot of players thinking that I'm just a hyped up player. Like the players I played with, I want to mention this. Players I played with doing summer league ball, they know who I am. They always say he one of the best sophomores. He probably, if not the first, it's this kid named Christian in the school. No,
Oh,
Amari. I'm tripping, Amari. And they be like, it's either him or Amari. I never answer when they ask who it is, but they know who I am. But the other players, they always like the ones that didn't play summer league varsity ball. They like he just hyped up, and I want to be able to let them know like you can trust me. It ain't all hype. You can trust me. You pass me the ball, and I can give you advice whenever you need it.
yeah, yeah, I love that.
Because that's
Love
a
that.
big thing. A lot of people just think it's hype. Now, when you put work in, your results show.
Yeah. And I just want you to know just to play your game and to trust in yourself. Can't nobody be you but you. So even when you go this season, just play ball like you know how, and it's all gonna speak for itself. The work gonna speak for itself. Like I told you, me even telling people, I'm interviewing you and asking about you, have they played against you, other guards in the area, and they said they seen your game. They see you putting in work in the AAU circuit, and everybody that played AAU was good. So, just allow your game to be able to, play when you play, just be you. Like, what I mean, it's gonna speak for itself
Yes,
and
sir.
don't worry about them.
Yes, sir. For sure.
Because like you got what it takes, you putting forth the work, but you only gonna make a team better if you already good as well. So now it's teams. What is Clark's rivalry? What would be a couple big games y'all gonna have this year?
Um, you said rivalries?
Yeah,
Probably. Ooh wee. I would have to go with Summit.
Summit, okay.
Go with Summit.
Got any top players on their team?
Us Clark.
No, Summit.
Um, I know one of the seniors left, but just still, I feel like that's going to be a big game.
Yeah. What would you say to and whatever comes on your heart, what would you say to an up and coming basketball player, the youth?
Just keep putting the work in, bro. That's all you got to do is put the work in. Trust the process. Don't give up on the process. And yeah, as long as you trust the process and you continue to work on your game, everything will work out in your favor. And always give glory to God.
Yeah, definitely. What do you want your legacy to be like in Cincinnati, in high school basketball, in the area when it's all said and done?
I want everybody to know the kid that never got credit, the one that came back from the injuries and showed us who he was, the one that actually put the hours in, the time in the gym, the weight room. I want to be remembered as that person right there.
Yeah. Do you want to go on to play college basketball and play professionally?
Yes, sir, I do. I do. And with that, you have to put the work in. You gotta be able to wake up at 5. I prepared myself to wake up at 5 a.m. every day.
Yeah.
And when college comes, it's gonna be tougher with the weights and stuff. But I'll be able to 5 a.m. I'm up. 4:30. I'm up.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we thank you. We spotlight you for all your hard work, on the court and off the court, man. Continue to be that great guard, that great student as well, and putting in the hard work. And we pray that this year be a year like never before, that God reclaims the time that, was stole during your injury, and that you come back and that you play, that you don't be fearful, that you have a heart, and that you have that great pride and character in yourself, and you have all the tools needed inside you to be able to be successful along with your teammates. So we just thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, sir. I thank you.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, Jamel Cowherd.
Y'all be safe.